Good Saturday evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Greenville, Tennessee, the site of the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic. And we've got a great second round winners bracket matchup as the Upperman Lady Bees take on the Spring Garden Lady Panthers out of the state of Alabama. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Thrilled to be with you here this evening and one of the premier holiday tournaments around the southeastern United States. The Lady Bees have a stiff test tonight. We welcome you into the Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show. As always, Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment here. Let's get into the tail of the tape in this matchup. The Lady Bees playing great basketball right now, a 13-1 overall record, winners of 11 straight, and they're coming off the most dominant performance of the season, a 56-point drubbing of West Green a day ago. The Lady Bees have won 8 straight games by at least 17 points. But their opponent, the Spring Garden Lady Panthers, 14-0, undefeated out of Class 2A in the state of Alabama, and this is a dynasty in Alabama. Back-to-back Class 2A state champions. In the last 2 years down there in those state championship runs, 33-1 and 36-1, and the year before that, they were 26-2. They're coming off a very narrow victory over a team we all know is very good, Knox Catholic, a day ago. They defeated Knox Catholic yesterday evening in a much closer game, a single-digit ball game. They have 3 single-digit games this season, but they have rolled to a 14-0 record. Their one loss last year did come to a team out of Tennessee by 21 points. That team was Bradley Central. So that tells you about the caliber this team is, and they have a superstar on their roster. Number 1, Ace Austin, 35 points a day ago. She's staying in the state, going to the University of Alabama. She is the best player from what we can gather in the entire state of Alabama, a state with good girls basketball. This is not like Florida last week where number 1 rankings may not mean all that much. This is the top-ranked team in 2A in the state of Alabama, and they are the best team that Upperman has faced so far this season. Lady Bees, though, welcome the challenge. This is why Dana McWilliams comes to this tournament in Greenville. They treat it like a state tournament, and they know they have to have their best tonight. They've been playing their best because of their balance. 3 straight games with different 30-point scores. It's the first time I remember covering a team that did that. It was Taylor Delenti on Saturday. She's the team's leading scorer by average. She scored 34. Then on Monday, it was Gracie Butler scoring 33. And yesterday, a tournament record for Sadie South. 10 threes in the ball game, 36 total points for the sophomore, a career high. They'll need that again, and they may need all 3 of them to have their best game here today as they take on this Spring Garden team. Spring Garden on the eastern part of the state, a population under 200 there in that state, or in that city rather. The way I compared it right now, Upperman's playing Alabama's version of Upperman. They are a legit powerhouse dynastic team, and they are on a dynastic run right now. Lady Bees have to play their best tonight. And we'll talk about the defensive matchup. When they start in the man-to-man, it's going to be Ava Mae Allen picking up Ace Austin, and then they will drop into the 2-3, we assume, at some point. It is a winnable game for the Lady Bees. I don't want to be misconstrued, but it is very possible that this is the best team Upperman will play the entire year. Even if they hypothetically went on to win a Class 3A state championship in this state, this team could be better than all of them. Upperman, the road team on the scoreboard in the gym. They're the home team on our scoreboard because I'm not changing it. The black jerseys, black shorts, gold trim with the white numbers and the letters. Spring Garden, the Lady Panthers, in the white jerseys and shorts, red numbers and letters outlined in gold trim. This one should be a great one of the premier matchups in the tournament. The winner plays Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time against the winner of Knox Webb and Farmington out of Arkansas. The loser plays the loser of that game at 6 p.m. Eastern on Monday. No games on Sunday, so we'll come back to Greenville on Monday for more basketball. Gracie Butler in the circle against Olivia Law. Buckle your seatbelts. Live on the main UCR YouTube channel. This one's going to be a lot of fun. Lead official walks it in, throws it up. Let's get it on in the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic. Spring Garden possesses the opening tip, and they'll go to work in the half court. Once again, I'm going at it alone. So camera and everything else, scoreboard, as Ace Austin sends right side to Law. Law out of the corner, now back to the top of the circle. Austin flashes off a screen. Allen picks her up, tries to step back. Good defense by Ava Mae Allen. Now Austin from a mile away, airballed it, no good. Out of play, and it's going to the Lady Bees. Really nice defense for Upperman in the half court. Working away from the screens, and Ava Mae Allen wins defensive battle number 1. Buckle your seatbelts, though. Austin, she's a walking bucket. Trying to make it a difficult 30, not an easy 30, as Allen hands off to Delenti. Taylor Delenti off the dribble for three. Too strong off the back of the rim. Austin with the board. Had a double-double a day ago. 35 points. Player of the game in that one. Austin steps through over her back, and there you go. You see exactly what I'm talking about right there. Ace Austin finishes the two, and it's 2-0 Spring Garden. A ball-dominant guard as Gracie Butler. Delenti gets a stiff screen. Now stops back to Gracie. She'll trigger the deep three. That one's offline, no. Rebound, Allen able to run it down, then it's poked from her out of play, and it'll stay with the Lady Bees. This long win streak, there have been some pretty good teams in there. None even sniffing the caliber of this Spring Garden team. It's a great test for Upperman. Allen going to drive baseline. Austin picks her up. Back to Maggie Butler. She'll trigger the three. No good. 3 triples so far, 0 for 3 for a team that couldn't miss from long range a day ago. Now into the half court, here come the Lady Panthers. Austin, one-on-one, starts to drive. It's a travel. Shuffled the feet. Possession back to Upperman. First turnover of the game there for Spring Garden. Lady Bees were not challenged a day ago. Came in, obliterated West Green. West Green got smacked pretty good by Knox Catholic this morning as well. Not their tournament, but they're from a lot closer. Maggie Butler has it. Sends right side to South. South, no doubt, they're going to know her name, and she will be called for a travel. So they're closely whistling. I thought both of them could have gone on uncalled. They call them both. Possession back to the Lady Panthers. Upperman so far not showing full court press, respecting the explosiveness of this Lady Panthers offense. Lawson's left side. You can also make the very real argument, though, that Spring Garden has not placed a team anywhere near the caliber of Upperman, as Austin skies up in the mid-range, and she's got 4 early points. I wonder at what point Dana McWilliams will go into the zone. Not yet, as Allen picks up her dribble, fires a pass to Gracie Butler. Butler gets the freight train moving. Now Allen back to Butler. This is Maggie. Maggie going to drive. Maggie kicks back to Gracie. Gracie shoulder shrugs now, surveys the floor and resets. Back to Allen. We're 2 minutes into the ball game, 4-0 Spring Garden. Handoff goes to Butler. Gracie now with it. She floats back. Gracie starts to drive. Same starters in the tee-up starting lineup. Delenti got free for 3. They need it, can't get it. Best look of the game so far for Upperman, but they're cold to start. Spring Garden needs to capitalize. There goes Austin again. Step back, jumper in the mid-range. No. Nicely defended. Quickly pushing the tempo is Taylor Delenti. In the tee-up starting lineups, Gracie and Maggie Butler, Taylor Delenti, Ava Mae Allen, and Sadie South. It's been the starters throughout this winning streak in this dominant part, and that's going to be a moving screen. Caught on Allen, and a flop works for Law. Threw her head back like she got struck from a sniper above. And that's just 5'4" Ava Mae Allen. And the official fell for it. First foul of the game goes against the Lady Bees. Here they come into the half court, and it is into the 2-3, goes Upperman. Austin goes to work, sends it right side. The 2-3 zone of death going to be tested today. It's been really, really stout. 4-0, 3 minutes into the ball game. A lot of basketball to be played. Coming along with us, who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Open 3, that's nowhere close. Rebound down, Butler. Now Gracie Butler pushing the tempo. Butler tries to drive in. Gracie Butler takes it strong but can't get the finish. Upperman 0 for 5 from the field to open the ball game. Now Austin accelerates inside, throws it up. No, but a foul is called. And Upperman needs this not to go on 41 because she already has 1. It does not. It goes on Sadie South. Her first, team second. And Ace Austin to the line. Already has 4 points, likely to make it 6. A really good free throw shooter. Mentioned she's staying in this state, going to the University of Alabama. As Ella Harrell about to check in for the first time. Austin's first free throw, nothing but net, confident stroke. Upperman's fine right now in this basketball game. Just going to start making some open shots. Missed a bunch early on, 0 for 5. I'd say about 3 of them you could safely assume typically go in. But they don't want to get in too big of a hole against this team as Spring Garden goes up 6-0. Allen bringing it up across the timeline. Picks up the dribble, now finds Gracie Butler. They're trying to deny her the basketball. Butler gives back to Allen. See already the scouting level much higher in this tournament than you may see in a holiday tournament in a tropical place like Florida. There's another near steal out of play, and it stays with the Lady Bees. Last touch by Jarrett on the way out, and Butler was able to tiptoe and dodge it. Cora Bass checking in for the first time. In for Allen. Maggie Butler was subbed out for Ella Harrell. 6-0. Lady Bees need a bucket here. Trying to break the seal. Bass kind of drifting. Play call comes in. Now she'll go to work. Picks up, trying to get it to Delenti. They're doing a great job denying the basketball. Handoff back to Bass. Back to Gracie Butler. Butler drives in. Underneath lay. Good. Nice take for Gracie Butler. And the seal is broken. Upperman gets their first bucket, and that's a travel. Possession back the other way. 6-2 the lead for Spring Garden out of Alabama. I'm reminded of the Steinbrenner game. Of course, the number 1 ranked team out of Florida. We talked about that a little bit earlier, where Gracie Butler just had to take over. They couldn't get a bucket in the first quarter, and they started to just get it to 22. She would barrel inside and find a way. Now Bass from the right wing. They're trying to post up Harrell on that low block. Now she's going to adjust to the opposite side, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called by Dana McWilliams. She wants to talk about things that they're just a little bit out of sorts. 30-second timeout on the floor. All in all, Lady B's fine right now. Just going to have to make some of those looks. They're playing solid on defense, holding a team like this to 6 points through over half a quarter. That's the rate you need to be at, but you got to score more than 2. See if we have comments here on YouTube. Kathleen is tuning in. Need more people too. Comment along with us. Make sure you get that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's like 75% of people who watch are not subscribed. It's crazy. Make sure you hit that bell icon. You always ask, when are you live? And in a tournament like this, you start late. You would know. If you hit that bell icon, it'll notify you when we go live. Delenti goes into Bass. Back to Delenti, out of the timeout. See what Dana McWilliams drew up. Maggie Butler looking backdoor to South. Sadie South puts it off the glass and good. There is the clipboard whiz. Dana McWilliams showing off there, and it's a 2-point game. Now Austin slicing through. That's a carry. They go uncalled. I mean, as clear of a carry as you're going to find. Austin with it now right wing. Cora Bass not allowing her space to operate. Lady B's in the 2-3. 4 straight points for Upperman. They cut it to just 2. A lot of basketball to be played. Back and forth with the passing. They bounce it to Austin. Austin from the free throw line will sky up and hit it. I mean, that is just a great player. She's got all the 8 points so far. Now quickly ahead it goes to Maggie Butler. Maggie back to Bass. Now Gracie. Gracie finds South. Sadie South off a screen, back to Gracie. Gracie to Bass. Cora Bass lines up the deep triple, and she hit it. Cora Bass with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. That's a big shot. She's making those. Lady Bees are playing their best ball. Somebody besides the big 3 scoring is huge. Now a drive for Austin. Blocked. Maggie Butler swats it away. Gracie with it. Lady Bees trying to take their first lead. Gracie into the half court like a freight train. No good. Too far underneath the basket. Now nearly another steal. Punched out of play, and it goes to Spring Garden. Sub in for the first time, Kristen Lewis for the Lady Panthers. 2:07 to go in the first quarter. 8-7 our score. Cora Bass with a deep 3. Got the Lady Bees within a point. Austin able to break the pressure ahead. She is really, really good. Probably the best player in Alabama. You think in our area, comp, this is their Reese Beatty. Wears the same number, right side, and probably different skill set. She's a little taller, but that level of dominance. In the low block, that one tipped by Gracie Butler, went right to Cora Bass. Numbers back for Spring Garden, so Bass has to slow it down. Upperman's 2-3 starting to work wonders. Delenti, you know that Austin's gonna get hers. You just gotta make it difficult. She already has 8 points, but nobody else has a point, and that's good for Upperman. Bass hands off to Gracie Butler. Butler works right around the defender, drives in, way too strong. Gracie Butler just trying to find the stroke. She's going to get a breather, I believe. Now that pass into the front court, dangerous, somehow saved in for now. Spring Garden still has it. Now they work it back for Austin. Frenetic sequence, now we slam the brakes. 1:02 to play in the first quarter. Prepare yourselves for a dogfight today. Back and forth around the world from the top of the key, starting to drive. Maggie picks him up inside. That's an errant pass, out of bounds. It goes back to the Lady Bees. Nice job sealing off that baseline by Maggie Butler. And Gracie Butler just needs a moment. Take a breath. You know, sometimes she gets barreling in there a little bit too aggressive. She'll find the touch, though, and can go crazy. 33 points on Monday for her. It's the right idea, though. You want her to keep driving. Delenti being bodied up everywhere. Off a ball screen, now floats back. They've done their homework, unlike most of the teams Lady Bees have faced here recently. Delenti drives in, and that's a foul. Hacked her on the way up. And this is going to go on Ace Austin, who they would just love to get into foul trouble. It's her first, team's first. It's going to be easier said than done. Taylor Delenti to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot a couple. And the Lady Bees, after a very slow start offensively, can tie or take the lead. First one for Taz is good. 8-8. Upperman, number 1 ranked team in the UC top 5. As Ella Harrell checks in, Cora Bass gave him good minutes off the bench. She's been really good going into that 6-man role a little bit. Gives them a great change of pace. Delenti's second, no good. So we remain tied at 8. 30 seconds to play. Spring Garden can hold if they want for the final look. Austin across the timeline. Sends it over, now back right side. No doubt they wanted it in one's hand at the end of this possession unless they get an open look somewhere else. 10 seconds left for her. Lady Bees in the 2-3. 8 seconds. Austin sees a couple of ball screens. She just triggers the deep 3, in and out, no. 3 seconds for Maggie Butler. Delenti going to have to shoot it. This would count, but it will miss. And that's the kind of game we're going to have. All tied up after 1. Spring Garden and Upperman knotted at 8. This is Lady Bee basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Welcome back. This is why both these teams came to this tournament. We're tied up at 8 at the end of the first quarter. Lady Bees will get the basketball. Ace Austin, the Alabama commit, so far in this game, has all 8 points. Upperman with 4 different girls who scored in that first quarter. And that's probably going to be the tail of the tape here as Ava Mae Allen has it left wing side. Back to the starting 5 in there, and that's going to be a hold. And Taylor Delenti loves the call because she's been getting held all over the basketball floor. That one goes on Olivia Law, her first. And, yeah, they've been really aggressive with her off the ball. You get why, because if she pops 3 off a screen, she's going to rain a 3 in your face. They have been grabbing her. Here's the set play, right side for Butler. Flips out, and that one's going to be tipped by Law, and she will get the steal. You see the aggressiveness, trying to deny the basketball to Taylor Delenti. Now a tip pass, Lady Bees back in the 2-3. Austin with it. Flips it over, left side, now back to the top of the key. They work it back right side, right wing side, I should say. Austin with it, South steps out to her. Austin tries to go past, now forced over to the left wing. Upperman cool with it. Anybody else other than one getting an open look. They can make them, but one can bury you. We're a minute into the second quarter, still tied at 8. There's another 3 ball on the way. That one is good. Spring Garden's going to need more of that. Maggie Jarrett steps out and hits the triple. Back in front, Upperman has not led in the ball game. The tie was the first one since 0-0. Delenti does get the basketball. Law giving her everything she wants. Delenti tries to drive past, now back to Maggie. Maggie, one-on-one isolation, likes that matchup, turns inside, up and under, couldn't finish, and now she'll foul Jarrett, trying to go over the back for the rebound. And that's one where I don't think Maggie realized how open she was. She could have just stopped and put the shot up. Instead went up and under, a much more difficult look, but it ends up going back to Spring Garden. Lady Bees are going into the full court press. We wondered how much they play it. given the matchup, because you don't want Austin flying down the floor pretty free. She has it here, gives back to Jarrett. Jarrett just hit the three, back to Austin. Ace Austin. Google the name. You'll see what I'm talking about. Austen. Now back out to her. We're a minute and 20 into the second quarter. Still 11-8. We expect this one to have the potential to be very tight throughout. Jarrett bounces back to the top of the key. Austin trying to get that free throw line. She hit a jumper from there earlier. Kicks back to Jarrett in the corner. Three ball up and good. Back-to-back triples for her, and that is a problem for the Lady Bees if other people start hitting these open looks. Allen kicks back to Butler. Butler back in. Hands off Delente, and another foul. And Law is absolutely grabbing Taylor Delente everywhere. It's her second personal, and she's going to be forced out of the game. Good on the officials for calling it. A 6-point lead after two back-to-back threes for Maggie Jarrett gives Spring Garden the advantage. Inbound, that one tipped out of play by Jarrett. She's having a good start to this quarter. Inbounds coming here. Bass forced to go over the top for Maggie Butler. Maggie goes to work. Lady Bees trying to find an open look. Easier said than done against both these two teams. Man-to-man set for the most part for Spring Garden. Gracie Butler goes out to possess that one. Bounces back for Sadie South. Right side Bass. Delente off a couple of screens. Bass works it to the top of the key instead. Gracie Butler is wide open for three. Couldn't get it to fall. Delente tips the rebound. Austin running down. There's a fight between her and Cora Bass. Austin wins it, and now she's pushing it ahead before the defense can establish. Kick over to the corner. Jarrett, another three. That one's no good. Big miss there for Upperman. Could have been an early backbreaker. Ahead now. Bass gives back to Butler. Butler drives in. Gracie Butler is fouled. It's a block on Maggie Jarrett. Her first. It's going to be the team's third already. Upperman would love to get him into some foul trouble. Get to the line. Down by 6. Ella Harrell back in. Rotation is rolling. 7-girl rotation today. Could see Auburn Johnson at some point. She's been working her way in there. Gracie Butler out, Ella Harrell in. The big lineup. Delente goes over the top for South. She pops free in the corner, but Sadie South drives instead. No Ella Harrell right there to clean up the trash. Ella Harrell finishes the 2, and the Lady Bees claw back within 4. Now that pass ahead into the half court finds the target in the corner. Nicely done. Now Austin in the low block floats back as the guards pick her up. Austin steps off, triggers a deep 3. My goodness, no good. Fight for the rebound, still loose. Maggie Butler has it. Gives off to Taylor Delente. Here comes Taz pushing it ahead. Full court feed to South. South back, resets for Delente. See if Delente runs more of the point here with how they're denying her the basketball. Cora Bass hit one in the first quarter. That one's a bit strong. Jarrett with the board, and now she'll push it up. Jarrett finds Austin, triggers the 3 from the secondary logo, and it won't go. Rebound down, Delente has it. Ace Austin got in the gym range. Delente in the half court, crosses over the defender. Drives in, now bounces looking for Harrell. Miscommunication, goes back to Spring Garden. Lady Bees out of sorts on offense against this high-pressure man-to-man. No open lanes right now. We'll see what they can do with it, if they can make some adjustments. Defense been pretty good. Under 4 to play in the second quarter. Austin gets it into the half court, sends it right side. 3 ball on the way and good. Avery Stewart with the triple, and now Upperman's got problems. 7-point game again. They've led as many as 6. That is their largest lead. It was 8-2 at one point. Bass waits. Now Delente does pop free. Looking inside, another bad pass, and it's timeout time for Dana McWilliams. She's walking on the floor, just all out of sorts right now. We'll see if it's a full or 30. Maybe time for full. It is, and we'll take it with it. Be back in 30 seconds on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Upperman trails 17-10. They've been outscored 9-2 so far in this quarter, and all 9 points have come from behind the arc for Spring Garden out of Alabama. For Upperman, they're just trying to force things in the half court. They're struggling with the pressure a little bit, but they're not making the passes they usually make. I'm going to have to adjust to that. Lock back in on the defensive end. Spring Garden going to inbound here. Upperman shows a little bit of pressure. Looking for an opportunity to trap. Jarrett across the timeline. She hit the first 2 threes of the quarter. Now gives back to Austin. She had all 8 points in the first quarter. Hasn't scored yet in the second. Taking a couple of threes. Now a couple of dribbles. That one nearly stolen by Delenti, and it ends up with Gracie Butler. Read it the whole way. And here comes Gracie into the half court. Gracie back to Maggie Butler. Maggie goes inside. Steps through. That's a travel. Shot went through, but it is a travel. Took too many steps. Possession back to Spring Garden, and another mistake by the Lady Bees. You know what she was trying to do. It was just clogged up pretty nicely there. Austin. Eyes up the whole way. This girl's really good. Works off a screen. Now fires a pass nearly stolen. Jarrett takes a dribble, triggers another three, and she hit it. They cannot miss from long range right now, and they have stretched it to a double-digit lead. 3 threes in the quarter for Maggie Jarrett. Upperman needs a bucket. Cora Bass steps back and hits it. That's a big-time shot by the senior Cora Bass. 5 points in the first half for her. Somebody's got to step up offensively. Maybe it's number 1. Now Austin drives inside, throws it over her head wildly. No good. A rebound down. Here comes Delenti. Numbers if they hurry. Back to South. Delenti. Shot fake. Steps back. Back to South. She's going to trigger it off the dribble. No good. First attempt for Sadie South after hitting 10 a day ago. And when you do that, everybody in the gym now knows that you can shoot. You're not going to have the open looks that West Green just insisted upon giving her yesterday. Doesn't mean she won't hit a few today. She probably will. Austin off a screen, flips to Jarrett. Better close out there for the Lady Bees against those shooters when they catch it. 1:42 to go. For Upperman's getting to halftime. Be down less than 10 into the break. Make your adjustments. Jarrett triggers a three. It's going to be easier said than done because she just hit another. It's her 4th three of the quarter. And 41 making them pay. Delenti baseline driving a foul. A little check for Lewis as Delenti tried to drive past. And that is the 4th. So the next one would send the Lady Bees to the stripe. Inbound coming here for Cora Bass. Official says, come to me. She does. Inbound. Got to go. We'll just float it. Delenti has it. Delenti off the dribble. Bounces for Maggie Butler. Once again, Upperman needs a bucket. Bass back to the defender. Turns around. This team's really long. Not a great matchup for the Lady Bees in that man-to-man defense. You see it. And they're playing it really well. South off a couple of screens. Steps over. Back to Bass. She's feeling it. Triggers another one and got it. Cora Bass. Another Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Cora. It's her 2nd of the half. She's keeping the Lady Bees in the game. Now a pass inside quickly in transition. Well defended. But Jarrett got open again. She's unconscious, and the Lady Bees have no answer for Maggie Jarrett, who has 5 threes in the quarter. Upperman trails by 11. What a weapon to have next to Ace Austin. Maggie Jarrett just reining them in, and they've been open looks. Upperman wants the final shot. Worst case, you go in down 11. Game far from over. Best case, you go in down 8. Delenti off a screen. She's going to go to work. Taylor Delenti shrugs off the defender. Maggie Butler not going to hold because she triggers the three. No good. And now the worst case scenario changes drastically. Ahead comes Austin. Starts to drive. Now bounces back. 2 seconds. Jarrett. No good. That brings us to the end of the second quarter. Maggie Jarrett with 15 points, all from behind the arc, has given Spring Garden an 11-point lead. We'll have the third quarter when we come back to Greenville. It's Spring Garden 26, Upperman 15. This is Lady B Basketball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Golf Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the $290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR.
Welcome back for an abbreviated Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. At the break, Lady Bees in a hole. They trail Spring Garden out of Alabama 26-15, and it was a 3-point barrage. 6 triples, 18 points in the quarter for Spring Garden. Cora Bass kept Upperman in it with 5 points in the second quarter, 8 total points. Nobody else for the Lady Bees has more than 2, as they have really given the Lady Bees problems with their length in the man-to-man defense. Upperman will have to make an adjustment to be able to have success in this game as they try to get their best win of the season. I told you, this team is legit. They have looked every bit the part, and it's not just been Ace Austin. She scored 8 points in the first quarter. It was 5 threes from Maggie Jarrett, 41. And the problem is if you adjust to her, then Ace Austin starts to get free, and she can bury you as well. Gives me an opportunity to talk about our friends at Power of Putnam. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a time out to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk. They hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. It's going to be Lady Panther basketball as we get back to it here in the third quarter. They lead by 11. Upperman hoping that they start to go cold from long range. If not, it's going to be impossible for them to come back in this game. Austin off a ball screen, starts to drive inside. Help defense arrives. And it disrupts the shot. No good. Maggie Butler with the board. And here come the Lady Bees pushing it in transition ahead. Right side, Ava Allen gives off. Sadie South for the first time got free, and it couldn't fall. Finally got Sadie South open. And instead, it's Spring Garden basketball. Off the dribble, now back. They work it around. Spring Garden trying to find some stuff. There may be a little lag. We'll get it corrected if we can. Austin drives, and the foul is going to be called on the floor. See if it's on Ava Mae Allen. She's getting real aggressive with the hands. Has to. It does go on her. That's her second. Inbound sent over the top. Grab by Austin, off a screen. Austin tries to drive in again, skies up in the mid-range, and got the friendly roll. 10 points for her today. That was good defense. Better finish for Ace Austin. And we're back green with the light. That's good to see. I'm glad I didn't panic. Ava Mae Allen has it. My little green light that tells me if we're lagging or not was yellow for a few minutes. We're back to green, though. Lady Bees need a bucket. And they need it now. Taylor Delente got free. Is this the one? It is. A Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. First time Taylor Delente's been open in the game. A credit to Spring Garden, and she reined it home. Lady Bees back within 10. We saw a big comeback as Bearden fell earlier against a team out of West Virginia. Spring Valley, ironically, their name. They led by 10 in the fourth quarter. A 17-2 run. Bearden had a shot selection problem. Right side, Lady Bees back in the 2-3, a steal for Ava Allen. Now she turns up the speed. Allen, coast to coast, missed it. Too far underneath. Good steal, couldn't get the finish. Now quickly ahead, that one poked by Butler and not able to save it in bounds. They'll get it back. A good job by Maggie Butler to stay with the defender. Cora Bash checks in. Ava Mae Allen, she's fine. It's all right. It was a good steal. Just got too far underneath the basket. She's frustrated with herself, but she's giving them good minutes. She's playing really well on the defensive end against Ace Austin. Bass across the timeline with it. Cora finds Gracie Butler. Now Maggie pops free. This is the offense we're used to seeing. Movement away from the ball. Delente off a screen. Steps back. Taylor Delente feeling it. No. Could have been a moving screen. They didn't call it. And for that, we say thank you if you're an Upperman fan. Here comes Austin ahead. Austin drives and kicks. Long three ball up. No good. Little shot put action on that one from the slot. Now Gracie Butler with a head of steam. Turns and kicks. Cora Bass hit 2 in the first half. That one's no good. if Upperman can score the next bucket and get it to single digits, they're going to have a chance. Conversely, they're looking for another 3. Spring Garden, 6 threes in the second quarter. Those are the ultimate equalizer as Jarrett sends into the low block. Law tries to turn on Butler, blocked. Maggie Butler, and it says, give me my arm back, please. Now Gracie ahead. Gracie starts to think about the drive, instead hands off for Cora Bass. Lady Bees within 10. Now Gracie Butler, one-on-one, sends right side South. South off a couple of screens. Back to Maggie, wide open. Maggie Butler, no. Rebound, Sadie South, wanted inside. Good positioning there for the sophomore. Now Maggie walks up to the line, one-on-one. They're leaving her with room to operate. Now Cora Bass. Ace Austin guarding Cora Bass, who leads the Lady Bees in scoring with 8. Now Maggie fakes the handoff one way. Backdoor cut, South couldn't get it. May have been tipped twice. Either way, I think it was tipped once, but then Sadie went up to try and grab it just naturally, and it goes out of play. We are 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the third quarter. Upperman is within 10 still, and they're trying to stretch the press a little bit. Austin gives back over to Jarrett. Jarrett, little hezzy. Now across the timeline, shrugs South off of her. Austin works off left wing side. Ace Austin. Flips back now Jarrett, and a foul. I think it's going to be the second on Sadie South. And Upperman's going to start to get frustrated here because it's been very aggressive off the screens on the other end, and we have not seen very many calls on it. So you want to see that evened up a little bit. As the inbound sent into the corner. 3 ball on the way. It's more of the same for Spring Garden as they rain home another triple. Seems like they don't miss from downtown. It's why they're so good. Back-to-back state champions in Alabama. 2 losses over the last 2 years, 1 in each season. That 1 loss came to the Bradley Central team last year. It's one of the best teams many of us have ever seen. A nationally ranked squad as Delenti's being held. That's what I was talking about on the other end. They don't call it. Now Maggie off the screen starts to drive. Maggie Butler gets free inside, couldn't finish. Now she fights and gets her own rebound. Backdoor Sadie South puts it off the glass, and she will finish. Good feed from Maggie Butler, and Sadie South has her second field goal. Quickly on the other end, shot up and good. Spring Garden wastes no time, and Olivia Law puts it in, and that's exactly why they're so dangerous. Gracie Butler on the other end couldn't get the finish, but will get to the stripe. Big call here. Who's it on? If it's Law, it's her third. It's Austin, it's her second. It's on neither one of them. It goes on Maggie Jarrett, her second. And a trip to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Just the second trip to the line of the day for the Lady Bees. Delenti shot 2 earlier. Gracie Butler misses the first. Mentioned this team probably the best team Upperman will see all season unless they make it further in the winner's bracket, which obviously they'll have to have a comeback to do. The team out of Arkansas who appears to be great. 0 for 2 at the line, and it's that kind of night for the Lady Bees. They need something to change in a hurry. They have missed a bunch of open looks, and they've missed 3 free throws. 1 for 4 at the stripe so far today. Spring Garden looking for a potential back-breaking 3. Bounce it over right side. Thought about it. Instead, gives off. Now into the corner. That one inside, tipped by Gracie, and Gracie Butler is going to be called for a foul for a push in the back. Be her first. Team's second? Team's third. So that's also working against Upperman. Running into a great team. They're not playing their best game. That's a bad combination. Step back jumper. Austin, no. Offensive rebound, though. Jarrett, right place, right time. They do the little things perfectly. She's got 17 points, and Upperman is in big trouble. Bass with it. We'll have some updates on the EJ's Barnes scoreboard when we get a stoppage. South off a couple of screens. Sadie South can't make it. Long rebound, still loose. Cora Bass able to come away. Second chance here for the Lady Bees. Bass with it right wing side. Now Butler. Count the missed layups, the missed open threes, and you get a 15-point spread. Credit Spring Garden. They have not missed their good looks. Those are the differences in games like this. That is a dangerous pass, and Ella Harrell going to be called for a push underneath. First person on her, 4th team foul. And this is not Upperman's night. mentioned as timeout's going to be called here by Dana McWilliams. That will give us an opportunity to take a look at the EJ's Barnes scoreboard. Pickett County boys fall to Kingston 68-46. Station Camp defeats Livingston Academy in boys action 52-50. Station Camp hits a 3 with 2.3 seconds left to win that game. As we go back in girls action, Pickett County defeats Kingston 75-50 at Harriman today. And Cookeville routed DeKalb County in girls action in Watertown earlier today. Meanwhile, here at Spring Garden with a 15-point advantage, a couple of reasons. They have been on fire from 3. The man-to-man defense has given Upperman problems, and Upperman's missed a ton of easy looks. They've missed layups, they've missed free throws, they've missed threes. You combine all 3 of those things, you get a 35-20 game. Upperman's not playing bad on defense. A team like this can score in the 60s pretty routinely. They've held them down to 35, but the offense not been there so far for the Lady Bees. Trying to force some turnovers, but any foul from here on out puts them at the line in this quarter. Into the corner, open 3. That should be an offensive foul. They don't call it. 3 won't go. Delenti with the rebound and a foul there as they're going to try to even up the count. You're going to see some ticky-tack stuff. It was 4 fouls to 1. But that's the third on Olivia Law, so a big call there. She's so good on that defensive side of the basketball. Only scored 2 points, but one of those long guards have wreaked havoc. If Upperman needs a run, it's going to have to start soon. They're going to run out of time. No shot clock. Hand off. That one was tipped. Gracie Butler goes out to get it. They've denied the basketball to 12 all night long. Gracie activates baseline. Barrels in, finishes. That's a nice take for Gracie Butler. 4 points tonight for her. The lead down to 13. Quickly on the other end, a 3-ball up. That one banked in. My goodness. That shot was a mile offline, and it went through. Now quickly ahead south out of the corner. Flyers a pass, and it's going to be another turnover. Backcourt violation, possession back to Spring Garden, and maybe that's the best sequence of the game just to tell you how it's gone. A layup on one end, on the other end a 3 that banks off the side of the backboard. It was nearly closer to missing everything than hitting the backboard, and somehow it clanked in to stretch the lead from all the way up to 16. Austin turns and kicks. Great feed to Jarrett for 3. No. Austin, though, got the rebound, I should say. She'll drive in a foul on the floor. She's still going to get 2 points out of it because she's about to go to the line. This one's going to go on Maggie Butler, her second. Ace Austin, 2 for 2 already at the line. She's about to be 4 for 4 because they ain't missing. Well, that's just the 4th. No, it's the 5th. Yeah, 2 free throws. And they haven't realized it yet. This is free throws for Ace Austin. Only 10 points for her, but she's been a great facilitator. I mentioned Jarrett with 17 points, 5 threes in the second quarter. Just up and down the lineup. They're hitting their shots, playing a really nice defense. And they're getting some gifts as well from the Lady Bees as the first free throw is good. And rapidly nearing double them up territory now, 39-22. Feels similar in this gym to the Cott County game last year. This team way better than that squad was, but Lady Bees facing a good opponent is playing really well, and they don't play their best. And in this tournament, you do that, you lose. Bass sends back Gracie Butler. Gracie with room to operate. Now activates baseline drive, throws it up, no, and we play on. Now quickly ahead, the outlet pass to Law, puts up the shot, good for 2 more, and now the onslaught begins. Olivia Law finishes, and Upperman can't figure out a way to solve this defense. Delenti pops off, steps back. Right side, Allen. Back to Bass. This is a great basketball team. We hyped them up pregame. You see why. I mean, they're good at everything. As Allen starts to drive, picks up, finds Delenti. Delenti back to Bass. Bass, little shot fake. She'll drive, kicks back. Gracie Butler, got to shoot it. Does it. 6 seconds left. Gracie, now she will shoot it off the dribble, in and out, no. And that mercifully ends the quarter as the 3 falls short. All Spring Garden here in this one. They lead by 20 as we head to the final frame. This is Lady B Basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Spring Garden playing a great game right now in the second round of the winners bracket in the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic. They lead 42-22 over the Lady Bees, whose 11-game win streak is in dire straits right now. They'll face off. The winner of this game faces off against the winner of a game following the next game here between a team out of Arkansas and Knoxville Webb. The loser will face the loser of that game at 6 o'clock on Monday. Right now, that's looking like where we'll be. It's an Eastern time start. Little tip pass, Sadie South comes away. Upperman just needs to find a way to start building some momentum at this point. Win or lose, it's been out of sorts, and you see it again there. Butler bobbles it, now goes up and under, good. Gracie Butler maybe starting to get it rolling a little bit. She had 2 in the third, got 2 now in the fourth. Now ahead they come. How does Spring Garden approach this with 7:27? They've got a comfortable lead. Obviously don't want to go super fast, but you can kind of just play basketball at this gap. Upperman's going to be selling out to force some turnovers. Now they work it around the world. That pass stolen away. Gracie Butler read it the whole time, and she can calmly miss the layup. That is how today has gone. They have missed so many layups and threes. Very uncharacteristic. That has nothing to do with who you're playing. As Austin has it. Sometimes it's just not there. Into the corner, 3 ball on the way. Conversely, it's that kind of day for Jarrett. A 5-point swing, miss layup, 3 rained in the corner, and you're down 21. Largest lead of the game now is South. Shot fake, gives over to Gracie Butler. She's going to drive again. Now hands off to Maggie. She'll trigger the 3. Maggie Butler hit it. A Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Maggie Butler. And one thing Dana McWilliams is going to want to see, the first time this team's been hitting them out this year, she wants to see them run through the tape. Because you never know. Jarrett got open again, somehow missed it. Seems like the first time this year she's missed a 3. Bass got the rebound. Now Upperman down 18 with the basketball. Cora Bass picks up her dribble. Needs somebody to come to her. Nobody is. Bass got to go. Throws it at the last second to Maggie Butler. Maggie crosses over. Going to hand off to Cora. Cora goes to work against Austin, drives and kicks. Maggie from the other wing, another 3, no good. Couldn't get that one to go, and it'll go back the other way. 5:49 to play in regulation. Auburn Johnson into the game, and now a football pass somehow finds the target. What a feat. Austin inside, now flips it across. Law puts it up and in for 2. That is great transition offense. It's a very dangerous pass, but it's beautiful if it works, and it did there for Spring Garden. Now Bass off a screen, drives in, finger roll, good. Cora Bass is having a really nice game off the bench. A bright spot. She's in the double figures with 10 points. Back to an 18-point gap, 5:25 to go. Auburn Johnson in there. They're calling that closely guarded, and a timeout called by Spring Garden, who realized it. It was about to be a 5-second violation. And we'll see. 30 seconds, it is a 30-second timeout. First score in the double figures for the Lady Bees is Cora Bass with 10. Gracie Butler has 6. Taylor Lenti only has 5. Sadie South has 4. Maggie Butler with 3. And you see the defense, the way it has worked. And Upperman just missing open looks after open looks. Can't do that against a team like this. And the result may not have been different even if they were making those looks. That's how good they are. Very interesting to see how this tournament goes in the winner's bracket if this result holds. This team out of Arkansas is very good. We know the caliber of a basketball team that Knoxville Webb is. They're on the winner's side. Got that team out of West Virginia who had that great comeback that Upperman would love to emulate. They're alive in the winner's bracket. Some big-time teams. 6 state champions, 5 runners-up as the kick-out pass. Now they're going to pass up the 3 and maybe burn some clock. Austin has it. Auburn Johnson off the bench guarding the Alabama signee. Driving in, Austin gets free inside, finishes for 2. Hasn't had to do that much in this game, but she is very capable. 14 points for her. Now Bass. Off the dribble. Starts to drive, now picks up. Back to Maggie Butler. Maggie, she's got a size advantage. She wants to try and drive. Instead, hands off to Sadie South. South spins it back. Now Bass. Little shot fake, and that's swiped right out of her hands by Jarrett. Now Maggie Jarrett has 2 Lady Bees convened, so she'll reset. Now fires inside to Law, who finishes the 2. Olivia Law for 2 more, and this game is over. 4.5 to go. Bass hands off to South, and she traveled. Shuffled the feet, goes back the other way. Ava Mae Allen back into the game for Cora Bass. Spring Garden, red hot from the field. Upperman, ice cold. You get this gap when that happens. Jarrett kicks out. Now they work it back. Upperman back to the drawing board. After this one, they'll have a 13-2 record. Have to turn in. It'll be another good team, whether it's Knox Webb or that team at Arkansas. It's going to be a dogfight again on Monday. And that's why you come. Even if you lose, you know you're going to have a good opponent the next time out. So it's going to be you don't get a reprieve to come back out against a cupcake and run up the score. Nope. You're going to have to put on the hard hat and come back ready to play on Monday to avoid a similar result. Now they go left side. Handoff pass. Working back. 3:24 to go. Allen there defensively. They're still playing hard. Now Delenti going to be called for a little touch foul. Her first. Team's first. First foul called in the quarter against either team. 6 o'clock Central Time, or Eastern Time start, I should say. 5 o'clock Central on Monday. We'll have broadcast coverage here from Greenville for that game on the other side of the bracket. Austin has 2 Lady Bees, South and Allen at her. She'll jump and pass it over. Time ticking away on this ball game. And for Upperman, if you would have told them an hour ago you held Ace Austin to 14 points at this point in the game, you'd have thought they were going to win. Nope. Not with Maggie Jarrett hitting 5 threes in a quarter and Olivia Law roaring to life. Those 5 threes, that's really the game. Once she started hitting those, because you simply can't leave Ace Austin alone. You got to have multiple bodies in front, and it allowed Jarrett to get open looks, and she made them pay. Time continuing to tick away now. Allen gets her hands in there. Hands off to Austin. They've killed a couple of minutes off the clock on this possession. And the murmurs will begin for a shot clock. Now South steps up to Austin. Austin carried it. We play on. Doesn't matter at this point. Right wing side. 2:12 and counting. Now they send it left side Jarrett. And after 2 minutes, she'll trigger a 3. No. Maggie Butler with the board. Now Maggie pushing it ahead to Delenti. Delenti accelerates baseline, slows down, now goes back in. Kicks out to Johnson. Johnson open, got to shoot it. Instead passes off to Butler. She can shoot that. Doesn't want to, though. Allen finds Johnson inside. That's a little bit better. Finish and one. Auburn Johnson with a nice finish. She'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Gets the sideline a little bit more amped. Just the 3rd trip to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for the Lady Bees today. A testament to the length of this Spring Garden team to disrupt shots without fouling. Free throw up and good for Auburn Johnson. So 3-point play. And now Austin, a foul will be called on Allen for a block. Third personal on Ava May. Second team foul against the Lady Bees here. Austin fires a pass, and that's going to be maybe a turnover. It finally trickles out of play. And one of the very few turnovers today for this Spring Garden squad. Allen. Butler, now Johnson. Delenti off his screen, got free. Taylor Delenti triggers the three, and she hit it. A Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Taylor Delenti, and at least Upperman is doing what we talked about, trying to run through the tape, knowing they'll have a big-time game on Monday, no matter who it's against. This is not a tournament with a bunch of brackets. It's one bracket. Winners and now a losers bracket, and that's it. So everybody mixed in, and you see why they've done it. And Austin killing the clock. Upperman content to let her. Now she'll go to work. Game's over, but the final score. Austin in the corner. She's going to trigger a three. No good. Rebound down to South. Now Ava May Allen pushing it ahead. 50 seconds to go. 5-0. Back to Delenti. Should just shoot it at this point. Now Allen with it. Allen. Little head fake. Kicks over to Johnson. Johnson with a baseline drive. Now picks up. Floats back for Allen. 37 seconds. Looking to Maggie Butler. That one was tipped. Butler able to keep it in the half court. 30 seconds. Johnson finds Delenti again. Taylor Delenti hits another three. Sonia Brown, American Way Real Estate 3, and Upperman making it look better than it was at the end. And Delenti goes into double figures. We'll have the scoring here coming up in the Legacy House postgame show. Austin bringing it up. 13 seconds, and that should do it. Final score today, Spring Garden 51, Upperman 38. The Lady Bees 11-game win streak comes to an end to the back-to-back Class 2A state champions out of Alabama, who remain undefeated at 15-0. We welcome you into the Legacy House postgame show. We'll get the scoring tallied up here. Unfortunately for the Lady Bees, it was not very many points scored in this game. Scoring is as follows. It was Taylor Delenti with those back-to-back threes leading them with 11 points, 10 for Cora Bass, 6 points tonight for Gracie Butler, 4 for Sadie South, 3 for Maggie Butler, 3 for Auburn Johnson, and 2 for Ella Harrell for a team total of 51. Upperman back in action at 6 o'clock, where they will face the loser of a team out of Arkansas and Knoxville Webb. So once again, your final score today. Signal Mountain, keep saying SG, and I just want to say Spring Garden out of Alabama, 51. Upperman, 38. And that'll do it for broadcast coverage today. We'll have one day off, back at it with games on Monday, and we'll have to see where all we will be, but we will certainly be here in Greenville for another game in the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic. Final score, Spring Garden, 51. Upperman, 38. We appreciate you spending part of your Saturday night here with us. Till we talk to you all again. I'm Noah McKay for everybody at UC.